tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't.
Morning. Look at that little wall ball injury there. Yeah, lovely day here on the Gold Coast in Queensland. Just want to say hi to everyone out there in YouTube land. I decided recently, after 200 videos about cars, in my other channel on YouTube called Guy's Garage, one of my other passions, driving, I decided to start making some videos, more blog style, about my training and motivations. Hopefully some of those will help other people. I'm getting a bit older now, and finding different challenges to keeping fit and healthy, so maybe some of these can these things that I do might help some other people out there. But for those of you that don't know me, and there's plenty of them in the big wide world of YouTube, my name's Guy Andrews, and I have been a career athlete essentially. This year I'm very soon turning 55, and can't believe it. A lot of stories to tell over the medium of YouTube in the next little while, so stay tuned. I really appreciate your subscription, and we'll keep bringing some stories. But I've essentially been has not really been a week over my life in the last over 45 years that I haven't trained. I guess rightly or wrongly, I can thank my dad and my parents for that. Though my dad was quite active. Was actually later in life took up triathlon and become a world age group champion. So he was a bit of a motivator and a bit of an inspiration in that regard. Like we all know, as parents, it's you have your shortcomings, and he certainly had his. But that's one legacy he gave me, was to be active and healthy. And here I am. I remember when he started triathlon, I was a professional surf lifesaver. Quite successful, won a few things, which kind of actually inspired me to start doing these video blogs. I've recently discovered the hybrid sport of Hyrox, which is running and workout stations in between, 8 kilometres of running, which is funny. There's a lot of hype around the word hybrid athlete, an athlete that can do multiple things. My background is surf life saving, Ironman racing. And those of you from other countries that don't really know about it, it's a combination in the ocean, in the surf, of running, swimming, board paddling, and surf ski paddling or kayaking in the ocean, in multiple formats, from 4.5 hours to all the way down to 10 minutes, and multiple events back to back, some of those shorter ones as well, so in all different orders as well. So I guess you could say a bit of a hybrid. So the concept of doing multiple disciplines across an endurance-based format and different energy system domains as well, it's not uncommon to me and the type of training. I've also done a lot of coaching in that space as well over the years, and once I did retire from the Ironman scene, I got into triathlon. I was sort of dabbling while I was still a professional surf lifesaver. Just for those of you from overseas, we call it Ironman in Australia, surf lifesaving Ironman or surf Ironman, as against Ironman triathlon, which is swim, bike, run over the Ironman distance, which is 3.8k swim, 180 kilometre bike, and a marathon 42.2k run. So I have done one of those as well. That's probably a subject of another video. I also was an early adopter in Australia of adventure racing, and travelled around the world doing adventure sport, from mountain biking. Love mountain biking, love the adrenaline rush. Hence I'm also into motorsport, and done a few movies and stunts driving, so we'll talk about that along the journey as well. But yeah, the surf Ironman versus triathlon Ironman. So triathlon Ironman then went into adventure racing, which was multiple days at times and with limited sleep. So that was a whole other journey, which I'll probably unlock a bit more of that during these videos about working in teams, in small teams, groups of 4, with female in the team or one member of the opposite sex in the team. And there's also solo versions of that as well, which, you know, paddling, mountain biking, long distance trekking and navigation, learning new skills as well as you get older. It's quite interesting. But yeah, one of my motivators for these videos is motivation. Like, I've finally, after that silly COVID period that we all went through, I lost my reason why to be fit, and probably was the least fit I'd been. I still remained active, but just the least fit I'd been in a long time. And then I was turning 50 and didn't have a race. I love having a race to push myself towards and a goal towards. So yeah, lost a bit of track there, and recently found Hyrox events a few years ago. Before they even came to Australia, I was following them on YouTube and results, and was intrigued by the concept. After dabbling in CrossFit in my early 40s and doing quite well at it, I'm actually not really built to be a endurance athlete, but I was fortunately blessed with a decent VO2 when I was in my 20s. Tested close to 80 millimoles per litre. If you know anything about VO2 max testing, there's probably a good reason why I could win endurance races and have a stocky frame. But that helped me in my Surflow saving because you needed a bit of power there as well. So yeah, so digress a little bit. The Hyrox has given me a bit of motivation to get fit again. And recently a good mate of mine, Nick, who was actually a tier 1 soldier here in Australia's SAS, he just turned 50, and we decided to do the over 50s Hyrox event in Sydney. And lovely little creek line here. Oh, we got cut off there, sorry. Yeah, Nick and I did the race in Sydney, and it was funny, we were both a bit out of shape, carrying a little bit of weight, but that's when you got a fat suit on, you kind of you get hot easy. So we took our shirts off. We're both at the age now where we really don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of us. So yeah, we raced really well, and actually all the young guys we started with on the wave were really supportive. We had a great time. We were pushing ourselves pretty hard, and I had to use a lot of my experience to not get into too much lactate. I was holding Nick back. He was going for it, and pretty motivated, but we did well. We finished in a 69.01, about 6th in the over 50s age group. So we were pretty happy with that, but I come away really motivated. And, it's probably the chubbiest I've been. I've got this little bit of fat on. I've been having a few too many beers. I'll dig into probably why, the psychology of that over the course of these videos, and we won't worry about that now. This video's already gone too long. But yeah, I've found my why. I'm going to start training for the Hyrox events. There's a couple coming up. There's one in December in Melbourne, and then March in Brisbane. The plan is I'm going to do a Hyrox simulation on the Sunshine Coast here in Queensland in September, in a team with another tier 1 operator mate of mine. Don't know how I attract these blokes, but I do. So we'll do that in a few weeks and test ourselves out. John, who I'm doing it with, will be his first one. It'll be a good little hit out. And then I'm going to run my first solo open division in my new age group, 55-59, in Melbourne. And then might jump up to pro for March and try and qualify for the Worlds. So that's the plan, and I want to sort of journal that for you guys out there. I'd love to attract some of the more international people that are into Hyrox. It's still growing here in Australia, even though we had 22,000 people reportedly in Sydney. It was a fantastic vibe. But yeah, just trying to spread the word here in Australia as well. It's quite fun. I guess it's almost a combination of, I see a lot of people after COVID getting right into running, just with easy access. You don't need a lot of equipment, obviously. And then off the back of the CrossFit or gym craze, and everyone's wearing the cool outfits, and it's getting quite popular. I think that combination, and then obviously with triathlon being very gear orientated and expensive bikes and dangerous roads. It feels like it's the new wave of multi-sport, or the new triathlon / CrossFit kind of combo. So hopefully that momentum keeps going with the Hyrox events and similar events like it. I'm doing one called the Paladin event up in Queensland here soon as well in November for a bit of a hit out. But yeah, I think there's a bit of momentum behind it. I know the organisers have got some good history with the Olympics, and there's talk of trying to get the event in the Olympics, rightly or wrongly. We'll probably talk about that later. I've seen some sports be ruined by associations and the people that are involved with those kind of organisations, but let's hope that they can keep a handle on things for Hyrox and it all just goes in the right direction. But certainly at the moment, it's going pretty good. Anyone for a spot of basketball? I've done enough chatting. I've got to keep running. And we will do some more of these videos along the time and do more about training, what I'm doing. There's a lot of coaches out there jumping on the Hyrox bandwagon. I don't necessarily want to go down that road, but I certainly have plenty of experience in coaching and training and racing. So if someone can take something away from these videos, by all means take it away. But yeah, I'm going to go for a run and we'll speak soon. Cheers.
I tried so hard and got so far. In the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. In the end, it doesn't even matter.